Hi, and welcome back to Unpaid Film Critic. Today's film is La La Land. La La Land. Phenomenal musical. Pretty amazing. Yeah. So, this one really pays homage to the great musicals that came before it. Like, it makes references to, I'm thinking of the name. It is Singing in the Rain, phenomenal musical. It also shows you how what's it called again? Oh yeah, how the LA atmosphere, when you go there and you want to be like a star or something, it really shows on how hard it can be, because Emma Stone's character from the beginning of the film wants to be on screen, and that throughout the film she doesn't feel like she's getting anywhere, and then by the end, she does achieve her dream. Big surprise. But it really shows you how it's not always an easy task, which I found interesting as a filmmaker myself. Someone who's right now going through this all with YouTube and, like, trying to make my way through and, like, saying, well, what works and what doesn't work. Like, for me, I've always wanted to I wanted to read the best, I want to watch like the best movies, I wanted to read the best directors. And the way that I perceive film can be different than my audience perceives films. But I really like movies. They are one of my favorite things to do. This is the reason why I started this channel, is because I like talking about movies so much with my parents and everyone who I talk to. Sometimes they just, it feels like it's a lot better talking to the camera than actually talking to someone else, because I believe that my video can reach more people than me talking to someone, because they won't be able to cite word for word what I believe, but my videos can. This is why I made this channel. Phenomenal. Yes, Unpaid Film Critic. Yes, I am unpaid. That's why I named it that. I'm getting way off track. Sorry, but this one really resonates with me, and when you watch it, it really inspires you to do a lot of things. For me, when I was done watching this, I wanted to start thinking about this, and I have been for like some time. So, for me, La La Land's amazing. It actually Ryan Gosling, the guy who actually did the film, the guy who plays Emma Stone's love interest. Like, they actually did a film, and you can tell the relationship is spot on. Like, you can tell that they are friends on and off the screen, and it is phenomenal watching them, like, interact with each other. Every time they interact with each other, it is a blessing. Like, they know how to interact with each other. Actually, Ryan Gosling actually had to learn jazz piano for this role, because he probably just wanted to, doesn't feel like he didn't know how to play it, so he actually wanted to know how to play it. That was phenomenal. How was that perfect? The singing and the dancing reminds me of La La Land and any, like, Broadway show that you've probably seen or haven't seen or heard about. Probably not Hamilton, but probably like the older films, like the older musicals you probably watched from the 1960s. I mean, I don't know if you guys might have. I'm not judging, but I'm just saying it feels like one of those films. That is one of the reasons why it won 5 Oscars. Now, yes, there is that controversy where it accidentally got Best Picture, and that was just interesting watching that happen. That to me is one of the funniest Oscar mess-ups in history that I've seen. I think there's probably more from like the 1960s or 1980s or 90s, but in the latest memory, everyone remembers the La La Land accidentally getting the award, and then it's actually Moonlight, which I was interested in that happen, but that's a little bit of information that I think if you've watched the Oscars, you will know about, but if you haven't watched the Oscars, you wouldn't really know about it. But that's why I like the Oscars. Everyone likes Super Bowl. Everyone's ready for Super Bowl. But for me, I watch Super Bowl for the movie ads. I might watch it. I do watch it for the game, but I mainly like it because that's when all the big executives push their films. They know that's when everyone's watching TV, so that's where they push those. I will be doing an Oscar breakdown of some of the Oscar hits coming out this year, and then maybe I'll start with the year before that with how Parasite won. Actually, no, I'll start the year before that when Moonlight. I will do an Oscar breakdown of all the Oscar movies, all the Oscars that I've seen, and what I thought about each one that won and each one that was nominated. That will take some time to put together. So, suggesting that video might happen later down the road. But that is something that I do want to talk about. I do want to bring light to the Oscars because I think that's a phenomenal event, and I'm glad that. I mean, I'm saying that you guys can watch it, but I'm just saying that, like, I hope that my video just talking about the Oscars and talking about these films get me and my audience into knowing that there are stuff like that happening. Like, I know you may not read the paper, or you might read the paper, or you might, like, read news articles. For me, film is my life, so I'm excited for March. March is Oscars, so every year I'm like, okay, which movie's gonna win, which movie's not. I watch, like, the Super Bowl. I still try to watch every film. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. You know, it all depends. My final wrap-up thoughts on La La Land. Well, what can I say? This film is phenomenal. There's a reason why it won Best Costume. The costumes really feel like an attire that you would see in LA or any big city full of lights and cameras and action. And how it really shows the artists of business, of show business, and what people are dying to do it, and how crazy it can be sometimes. I mean, it takes you to some crazy places, and that's very interesting, watching that change, like, how you're like, what's happening? Like, this is what Hollywood is. It is a phenomenal movie. I highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. You can get it on Amazon, renting it. It is a phenomenal film. I highly recommend you guys watch La La Land. And remember, it has been, Unpaid Film Critic, and yeah. Any other, before you guys leave and click on another video, or, click here to watch another video, click here to comment, or like, subscribe, share, do all that. If you want to know my next film, it will be on the Trial of Chicago 7, which is a phenomenal trial film, all about the Trial of Chicago 7, about the people who came to, I think, Detroit. They basically tried to bring us to war, and the National Guard was called in to put down this protest, and it's really great on how they were able to mix a bunch of stuff together to make it seem really interesting, and showing how people were so anti-Vietnam and pro-Vietnam, and how it was such a unique trial, and how the judge was, he's something else. Alright, that has been my review of La La Land. Now please like, subscribe, and share. And yes, if we hit 100 subscribers by June, I will do a whole Marvel lockdown of all the films leading to Endgame, and maybe later after Endgame, I'll do a whole entire Marvel marathon if we hit 100 subscribers. And if we don't, I'll still do it, but it'll happen sooner if we hit 100 subscribers. So please like, subscribe, share with your friends, post on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever. There is a follow me at House of Trainees, and also follow my film account at Unpaid Film Critic, and it's the same as the YouTube channel. Please, just yes. That has been my review, and goodbye.